Right. I think I'm live everywhere. Live on Twitch and live on YouTube. Oh, I'm actually curious about that.
I forgot to draw it. And you forgot to draw the hat.
In this YouTube. Well, no. I want to.
You want some parts on the house? Yeah.
Other service. I wonder what that other service could be. Well, I'll figure that out later. Wow, my kids are being super loud. I am sorry, everybody. My son is over there screaming at Rocket League. Oh, man. I'm probably going to be muted a lot today because I don't think they're going to let me stream with any modicum of silence. So I apologize in advance for that. Oh, man. I'm kind of sleepy today. Kind of sleepy. Hopefully. It's weird because I overslept today, which... Turtle.
You just overslept?
Yes, I overslept, sweetie. I overslept because I've been undersleeping so much lately. I needed to catch up.
I have been making.
Please stop yelling.
With
Aria,
my
please stop yelling.
protection book. Since I've been using the box, why was my protection?
Let's bring the volume down, girls. Let's bring the volume down. Yeah, I haven't been sleeping well, so it was one of those situations where I needed to get more sleep. I also need more coffee, but that's what the first 10 minutes of these streams is supposed to be about. Just letting people show up and getting all of the things that I need. That being said, I am going to mute my mic for just a few minutes, a few seconds, while I run and get some coffee. Today's stream is going to be a little different. Been dealing with some hard truths lately. And I feel like I need to tell a story, so I'm going to do some world building. Thank you. We're back. Yay, says my daughter as soon as I unmute. So I am back. Well, welcome me back. That is very hot coffee. So, stuff and things. Let's check the YouTube studio stuff. Good to go. Good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
I guess
Where am I? What's going on? Got someone watching on Twitch too. Hello. Hello. I am. Well, all right. So let's start with last week. I missed last week's stream. I had to take my cats to the vet to be spayed. Spay and neuter your pets, people. It's important. But I also took my very, very, very old dog to the vet because we suspected he had lymphoma, and we sort of got that confirmed. So he is on palliative care now. He's been my little buddy for like 13, 14 years now. Sit and do the math, but yeah, he's very old. Had a rough few parts of his life. So he got ran over. What's up? Hello. Talking about missing last week's stream. Yeah, the doggo. So he has lymphoma. We've got him on some steroids and stuff now to help him be comfortable. He's still a happy doggo. No, not the German Shepherd. That's still a puppy. No, it's my old doggo. He's a oh god, he's a mutt. Like he's just a little rescue mutt. Like, all of our animals are rescues. Even the massive German Shepherd, it's a rescue. But yeah, my old mutt. You made what?
A computer.
A computer. How very cool, sweetheart. Did you put an apple on the back of it?
Yeah, apple sign.
An apple sign.
Watch me draw it.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Trying to make him comfortable. His lymph nodes are so swollen now that like it's causing some GI issues. But if it gets to the point where it looks like he's in pain or is having trouble breathing, we'll have to make the unfortunate call to go ahead, take him in. And that's gonna happen within a matter of weeks. Like, prognosis is not great. Like, he's probably not gonna make it through October. But that's why I missed last week. Yeah, he's not in pain right now. We've got him on such high dose steroids that like it's keeping the inflammation down, but it's also just gonna make his body stop working. But yeah, we're gonna have him cremated. Like, we have all of our animals cremated. Like, we've got a dark shelf of our animals. My lovely wife has decided to take the day off of work to study today. She just rolled out of bed. It's also fall break for my kids, so they're home. I'm home. Yay! Oh. Enjoy your coffee, sweetheart. Um. Uh. So we're like rolling up on the end of her bridge decree.
We got filters.
Her RN is right around the corner. And then she really will be the breadwinner. No, so that one bit of bad news does not like yeah, they've been screaming all morning. It's okay.
Girls, go to your room and play. Daddy's trying to work.
So I did get a lot of good news over the past couple of weeks as well. That's worth bringing up anyway. The good news, the great news is that we have finally settled a property dispute. Gonna be yeah, my wife's not happy with the settlement of the property dispute, but it still has been settled. So we got the green light for basically getting our new home next year. And then we started talking to one of our neighbors who has an abandoned property right next to us, and he is willing to sell that property as well. Go for it, man. Oh. But I don't know if I've got someone watching on Twitch. I have no idea how many people are watching on YouTube. 2 people. 2 people on YouTube right now. Well, welcome other people. Hello, Twitch person, heroic antagonist. Did you joined in last time, yes? I feel like it's familiar. Yeah, alright, cool. Apple. Are you Apple? You Apple.
What is it?
No. Wait. Are you Chris?
I need it.
Chris. Alright, cool. I was trying to recall the things. Oh, well, welcome, Chris. Fat Cappy up there. His name is Marcelo. He's a graphic designer who also makes physical products. Very, very friendly dude. Oh. I'm super happy that I got Twitch and YouTube stream chat connected. It's really cool. How do I keep erasing? There we go. All right. Well, Chris, I'll talk to you about the good news, the other good news. So my wife has decided that she wants to aggressively buy up all of the property around us, which I was part of that decision, of course, but she is the one that I have to make happy. So she says she's tired of looking at other people's garbage. I agree. So there are 2 pieces of property around our property that are abandoned and just full of not, like, they look really bad.
Look good. Like, it's not doing it good. I can't see.
Well, they're abandoned properties, so we should be able to get them for very, very, very cheap. But one of them happens to have power, water, and a septic system. So I will be able to build a private tattoo studio right across the street, like early next year. And that private tattoo and art studio. Yeah. Like the amount of money I'll save from that is just mind-boggling, because the real estate monthly payments looking to be about $300 a month for that across the street, plus the when we get a prefabricated shell of a building, that'll have like 3 main rooms, and the monthly payment on that will only be like $200 to $300. So that's less than my booth rent right now downtown, and that doesn't even count the gas money I'm gonna save from not having to drive into downtown to get my stuff. Oh, so yeah, that's the other good news. Right now I'm rethinking my my illustration goals, which is fine. Yeah, you're gonna have to pivot. So illustration seems to be getting even more hyper competitive with AI ruining everything. So I was looking at art industries that aren't being hit as hard by AI, and it's looking like comics are a really good bet right now. So if you can tell a story with a graphic novel, that's sort of like an insurance policy against AI stealing your job. And I realized I've been world building with a lot of my illustrations. So I've always sort of like, I've always been like piecing these things together into a like fantasy scenario, and now I'm just like turning it all into some sort of canon document. So that's what I'm doing today, is just thinking about world building, thinking about setting, thinking about characters, and putting it all together. So this is like page one of this document that I'm going to be putting together, and I'll be pulling from D&D world building principles. She's shy because she's not wearing pants. I love you. Yeah, so I've seen some of my favorite indie comic creators like build this following over years and years and years, and then like tell these stories that they've had in their heads and reach some really impressive like heights in their careers. So figured it's never too late to start. 4 cats in a pile. That's oh. So, 1 second. screaming children. Screaming children. All right. So I was thinking of like my favorite stories, and like all art is derivative, right? If you read Brandon Sanderson, and if you've read the Stormlight Archive, you're using materia. Like it's straight out of Final Fantasy VII, and the premise of rocks having magical power was something that's like early pagan, you know. So everything, all art is derivative. So I'm taking some of my favorite stories and thinking of the story that I want to tell. And so far it's like I like the fantasy diesel punk setting of like Final Fantasy VII. Like it's Renaissance fantasy meets diesel punk. It's a pretty cool aesthetic. So I am going to do the same thing and just steal from my favorite stories. Another one of my favorites is Firefly, like the characters specifically in Firefly, and the oppressive government in Firefly. I mean, granted, the oppressive government situation happens a lot in Final Fantasy as well. Like, you have the Shinra Corporation controlling most of the politics of the world in the Final Fantasy franchise. Final Fantasy VII franchise, specifically. Then Alan Moore, very awesome writing, especially with V for Vendetta. I loved V for Vendetta, the graphic novel and the movie, both very good. But it's like a blueprint of how to topple an oppressive government. So those are like my main three story threads there. Like you've got your oligarchy, you've got someone toppling the oligarchy, you've got the characters from Firefly in an alternate universe, basically. And that's kind of what I'm trying to piece together here, with other little influences just to add flavor. Like I really like the Breath of the Wild / Tears of the Kingdom universe for the Zelda franchise. Specifically like the different ancestries that they introduced there. I am doing well, Pope. How are you today? Actually, I'm kind of tired and frustrated with my kids, but all in all, I'm doing well. Thinking about world building. So yeah, I'm just gonna like write random notes here. So citizens live under an oppressive oligarchy. I want to be thinking Firefly. Heck yeah. I'm gonna do some gestures here in a minute. Right now I'm just trying to think with words. That's harder than it sounds. So how would oligarchs hoard magic? We're gonna steal again from Final Fantasy VII, so infused crystals. Could be, so infused with what? Like magical power. I've long been obsessed with the term anima, which is soul. So the way I would describe soul in this universe would be spiritual energy from emotions or life. which is how it would be easy to use oppression as a tool. To like causing mass depression and apathy would be like sapping the energy from the people to get even more power. It's getting dark. Ooh. I don't know. You tell me. I think yes. Personally. I think yes, because animals very obviously have emotion. I say that as a fur baby father person myself. Like, we have way too many animals. My dogs get sad, my dogs get happy. My cats are very apathetic and think that we owe them something. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna say animals in this context do indeed have some sort of soul. What else? What else do I want to try to? Well, let's.
I'm not going to cut their picture. I'm going to be careful.
Antoms, yeah, they really would.
My dog has a broken back.
What else?
And now it's going. So we can't.
So the airships.
And
Stealing
I
from
got
Firefly
a
as
toy
much
for
as
my-
possible. I'm gonna say that the main characters. Well, I'm gonna steal from Firefly and Final Fantasy here. So I've already got ideas for running resistance from a bar. I mean, that's not something unique to Final Fantasy either. So Arcane, like the League of Legends Arcane storyline, they run an underground resistance from a bar. So we'll say, you know, story starts in a bar.
You got a beautiful sister, the beautiful scissors, and those are mine. I didn't.
You meet your adventuring party in a tavern. Give it something nostalgic to root it in. And stealing more from Final Fantasy VII. I'm not going to call the bar Seventh Heaven. I'm going to call it Nirvana number 9.
It got a flash, and you come over to me and you said, "What happened to your dog? What happened to your dog? Oh, you fell. You got a girl." Oh, mine too.
So the premise of the story that I had in mind, the characters that I've wanted to develop for a minute, would be essentially Mal and Inara from Firefly if they didn't overthrow the Alliance. Like, what would happen if 10 years later they ended up married? Because there was always that like romantic tension between them in the show. But for one of them, or for them to be a couple, one of them would have had to give up something, and that would create a lot of tension in the future. Because yes, there was romantic tension between them, but they were not compatible. So one of them would have had to give up something. But yeah, like, what would that be? But that's not where I was going with this, so I'm gonna steal something from Firefly and say that not a spaceship, but an airship, like from the Final Fantasy universe. Like, it's an airship with a balloon, you know. Meaning that they are sort of like pirates. and just so that there's a little bit of a hearkening to the resource or the source material. We'll call it the airship Harmony, not Serenity. I'm trying to be as shamelessly nerdy as I can, because if I enjoyed reading it, someone else might. Like, that's the whole point. Yeah. So, I really like Breath of the Wild Ancestries. So I like that the ancestries in Breath of the Wild are mostly elemental. So each ancestry in Breath of the Wild is somehow tied to an element. So you've got your lava people, your water people, your flying people, you know, and then the elves are like your nature people. I'm gonna try to do something similar, but not with those specific ancestries. I am a fan of some of the designs, but they, in my opinion, they end up very alien in some cases, which I think is the point. Like, oh god, like the Gorgons are like rocks with faces, you know. So I don't want to push them so far away from humanoid that they're hard to relate to, if that makes sense. And then the Zora are very much like I never understood why each Zora basically had a shark on its head. that was, it's like a shark head that's fused with their skin. I don't get it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try and build into that somehow. So elemental ancestries. I've been thinking about a lot of this in my head for a while. So I'll definitely keep pushing through a lot of this world building stuff. But I need to be thinking visually. Oh, nice. Yeah, back in like 2007, 2008. Yeah. It's like back in the pre-2010s, I got really deep into world building for tabletop RPGs. And oh god, dungeonmastering.com, which I think is sort of defunct now, but they had some really great handouts for like the instant campaign builder and the instant world builder. It's just like a questionnaire, which I'm gonna see if I can find for that. You need help? I think you need help too, sweetie. Let's see. Instant world builder is what it's called. Ah, some maps. That's what it says we should start with. You know, I I am going to cheat and use the generator for this, and then I will drop it into, let's see. No, don't need.
It's not a good. I gotta see what. And a cat. It's not a cat. And you saw the cute little puppy. I said, what are you doing to the puppy?
Random
Oh,
map generator. Duck, go to save the day. Fantasy map generator by Asgard.
I love butterflies.
Click the arrow button for options.
And you saw a cat. Or that was turn itself on.
Let's go biomes. Oh no, that's kind of ugly. It's pure landmass. No. Scale vignette. Yeah, let's put a vignette on it. Height. Man, I kind of want this style preset. Ancient. Change. What happens if I put a height map now? Ah. Oh, that's fun. It's very fun.
I thought for the apple timer for butterfly, she was scared.
That's freaking clever.
It's not a girl that is not a butterfly. Is that a butterfly?
Yeah, let's throw rivers in here too. Perfect. Cells. Oh no, I don't need cells. Texture? What's texture? Give me some textures.
And you saw some pups and you said, whoa, these pups look awesome. I'm gonna take them.
All right. So I am just going to export this as a JPEG. Cool. Copy image. We're gonna paste this right on in. Boom. I think I'm gonna make a new page for this. We'll just bring it up here.
And you saw what the little pup I got for her. I said, can I pet them? Sure. They look like pets. Be careful because the girls are very bad. I said to throw that with one. Oh,
There we go. That's pretty close. Pretty close. So yeah, I am just 100% using a random as hell generated map. Cheating. I don't think it's cheating. You use what resources you have available. I think I finally got the grid lined up the way it should have been. I'm going to see. Yeah.
Puppy, what you on you? I said.
What is up again, Marcelo?
And you weren't sick and you were laughing.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna plop that back to 100%. We'll go with Kestrel. Pick up brown color. Drop it halfway to black. Zoom in on this ear map. And we will start to draw all over this thing. So we have a map. What do we do with that map? So this would be tributaries of a river going out to the sea. Trying to find a... Ooh. So this would be like a big mountain right here. Have to figure that one out later.
Every time when you grow, you know that he wants pets or something. I said, what is that? I said, what is that?
Big interior lake. It's interesting. A few bays. This would probably just be a region. Like I don't know many world maps that end up with just like 3 major land masses. But I do like the distribution, like right off the bat, of big, medium, small. So we've got our big continent, medium continent, small group of continents. It's nice. I like it. Yeah, I will toy with this map and just take my randomly generated goodness here and build something out of it. Just like old school D&D. I miss old school D&D sometimes. It's nice. And for those interested in the tool that I used for this, it was Asgar's Fantasy Map Generator. I'm going to bookmark that into the gaming bookmarks folder. Very cool. Super convenient. I like it. Like this is probably one of the best quick world maps that I've ever gotten. So looking at this, I need a volcano/desert thing. So the way this looks like, it has to be I don't know. I've got a bunch of really old world building guides, and then I just got a book a couple of days ago because I really committed to this. Most of them are for like tabletop RPGs because tabletop RPG creators have the world building thing down. But there is a book. Let's see if I can find it. book that I bought just the other day. Trying to find it. Oh, I bought it on Apple Books. Or
Next patient.
yeah, so Fantasy World Building by Mark Nelson. Or Nielsen.
So, what
Nelson. Mark Nelson. So he's one of the old TSR artists. So like before Wizards of the Coast bought Dungeons and Dragons, he was doing the Dungeons and Dragons stuff way back then. Like he's done a lot of world building for fantasy comic properties as well. So like that one's more visual. It's about visual world building and pre-concept art. So I'm going to be working my way through that too.
Okay, first,
Oh, today is a slower, chatty stream. I actually kind of like it. Sorry if I'm moving too slow for everybody. Alright, let me see. I did have, oh, that's really convenient too. Where did that go?
I found baby. I'm just thinking of her. She hurt her leg. She has hit her and leg. And you're staying with baby. So she won't be scared. And her ears were down.
Yeah, I still have.
Okay.
So I've been transitioning into using AnyType over Notion, but I still have some stuff in Notion that I have to like pull over to AnyType, even though I've been using AnyType pretty exclusively for a few months now. So there's a really awesome fantasy town generator at fantasytowngenerator.com. It creates like a whole freaking city at the click of a few buttons. It disappeared. Where did it? Settlement not found. Okay. Well, if you
saw the girl helping people.
if you save it, you should.
With a broken leg. That's why you're holding.
If you save it, it's really cool. Like it creates all of the businesses and everything inside of a town of almost any size. It's really freaking crazy for you tabletop nerds. I'm a tabletop nerd too. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like where would the equivalent of like Midgar be located on this? Because that is going to be where I'll start the story. Actually, it sort of looks close to the Final Fantasy VII world map, so what if Midgar? I don't know if... God, I'm a nerd. Okay. So, like...
No, I don't.
There are a few more continents in Final Fantasy VII world, but like you would have like your northern island up
Daddy,
here,
is it Sunday today?
but Midgar would be like right over here. No, it is not Sunday.
I saw the girl. I got in the packet. No, packets. No.
Yeah, I figured. Like,
Jail for food.
we are all nerds here, yes. So I am going to place, like, starting point. Oh, like split up this continent into multiple continents? Is that... Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I really... Why not? Why not? So I will switch this to something with some texture. Yes, I'm painting with an eraser because it gives some variety. The marks. I'm also going to try and stick to like the valley type areas, because that makes the resulting topographical map look more believable. I like that I left an island here in the middle of that. And I will switch back to... So oh, I'm in my comics one. Back to Libraries General. So I've been obsessed with hard round brushes lately. Like you always hear people talking about like just use a hard round, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. That's a bit general for advice in my opinion, but holy crap, like once you start using a hard round brush, you see the power and just limiting yourself to a hard round. Cool. It actually looks sort of believable. Just gonna lightly brush some texture in through here.
Chocolate chip. That's how I feel chocolate chip. That's how I feel chocolate chip.
What about chocolate chips?
Yes, yeah.
You're gonna get some chocolate chips? Why do you want chocolate chips?
No, I'm having a blue bowl. This bowl.
You're having a bowl full of chocolate chips. A blue bowl full of chocolate chips. Okay. Whatever. I'll let your mother deal with that later.
What the
She can't. You guys can share some chocolate chips. I don't care.
I'm not done. Papa, can you get me a bowl?
Feels too uniform now. So,
Yes.
just gonna push some things around with the liquefy tool. Ah, I'm working on 2 layers. That's inconvenient.
What? Who wants to watch?
Who wants to watch?
I'm watching my iPad. Harper,
There we go.
you want to watch? Take the dance? Perhaps? Yes, will watch.
There we go. So now it's sort of a fractal, which looks really cool. So as a fractal, I would say that this sort of crappily follows like the golden ratio all the way around. But
Oh my God.
big, bring that down. Right over there. Big, medium, medium, small, smaller. But it feels like it's coming in like that. I like it. So thank you for the suggestion on breaking things up a little. Right, on the new layer. The new one. So I do want to mimic in some way the world map of Final Fantasy VII. So the darker it is, the lower the elevation. Have a good one, sir. It's, I think, a very good starting point. Interesting. So like this is a higher elevation and it's flowing down into this valley. It's interesting. Now I guess this would be lower elevation. So this is a valley. It goes all the way out to sea. Cool. Here's a very deep valley, like below sea level valley. Cool. Yeah, there's some pretty nifty ideas in this. Here's a big interior lake. Ooh, having a huge interior lake. If I were to have like one of those elemental ancestries, the big interior lakes like here and here would be really good places for their cities, so I will use that. I have sort of a mountaintop city here. Here's a giant plateau, it looks like. So I'll do one of both. So I like that this plateau looks like it has sort of a ledge here. So one there. Let's say this is a volcanic region right here, because I feel like it. Yeah. I'm a fan. So I'll get in and write names of cities and stuff later. Probably, again, using a generator until I find names that I like. Or the thesaurus. Thesaurus is such an awesome tool. So thesaurus.com. I would like to zone out. I would like to get to actual like sketching. So I'm just gonna do some gesture drawing and chat if anyone wants to chat. And yeah, I'll be right back. Okay. So, my gesture drawing process has changed lately. I quit doing timed gestures, and now I am doing what I can to sort of combine the force drawing method with a little bit of just loose sketching, because it feels more natural to me. And especially after watching some concept artists work, like they're not super concerned with getting this beautiful gestural line down and like my wife is picking her graduate pen. But like concept artists especially are not super concerned with getting some sort of beautiful gestural line down. They just want to see what accidents they can create on a page. Which is super convenient. Because the accidents that concept artists make tend to lead to some really interesting shapes. and just keeping the pen or pencil or whatever moving gives them a lot of mileage that trying to make this perfect line would just really rob them of. So I'm playing with this idea of a hybrid approach to my gestures and seeing where it takes me. Like, definitely made this torso way too long. That's okay. Ta-da! Now it's not too long. Actually, now it's probably too short. And I like this idea of also just not picking the pencil up off of the page. It's a fun exercise. All right. So like messy gesture is my new thing. Not worrying about any kind of clean output. I want the happy accidents or the not happy accidents, and yeah.
If you're gonna straight on.
Okay, you guys are done with the snacks. It's a pretty deep perspective. Huh. So I'm still going to start with the torso, which is very much like an S-shaped torso. What is up? Let's get it. So the hip. No, that doesn't feel right. So, no, well, maybe. Maybe we just go front to back on this one. Needs to be even a little longer than that. That's about right, I think. And her foot is hidden back behind you. But you can probably guess what it's doing. I don't know what her fingers are doing. So I am actually, so this is hard to describe right now. I am trying something a little different in regards to how I'm tackling gesture. So for reference, like this is new method. Let's go back to this gesture bar. Scroll over again. So prior, I was more focused on like clean gesture. Now I am trying something a little messier on purpose. Also getting rid of the time limit because I feel like in my case especially, feeling the action, like actually slowly working my way through it and wandering around the body a little bit, helps me internalize what that gesture actually feels like a bit better. And I am kind of combining Mike Matesi's force gesture drawing with more of a wandering, searching line to see if I can find something that feels right for me. And yes, I can blow that up. It's about as big as I can get it. Still have it look decent-ish. What, dude? Okay, we'll do that when I'm done. So I'll talk through like sort of what I'm thinking about here with the next one because I lost my train of thought. Actually, that's something worth mentioning too. Not every gesture is worth drawing. Like, you don't feel like you would use it. What can I help you with, sweetie? Swallow your milk. What do you need?
Let me watch her. I
What?
don't need to share my iPad.
I'm sorry, baby. Okay.
I want to watch.
Watch with Bubby.
I want to watch.
What?
I want to watch Cooking
You want to watch what? Puss in Boots. We'll turn on Puss in Boots whenever this movie's over. I know what you mean. We'll do it whenever this is over. Oh, all right. Sorry. We're on fall break right now, so I've got all of the kids home. So I'll elaborate a little on how I would approach this one, and with the understanding that this is something that I'm trying and not necessarily succeeding at. So, like I've been drawing more blindly, so I'm looking more at the the reference than my page. Now this is sort of an S-shaped torso, so I'm thinking about the curve along the front of her chest and how it moves into her hips. Then I think about the top of the chest cavity and where the collarbones meet. And then I want to follow the center line. So this is, as Patrick Jones calls it, Mr. T and Mrs. V, which gives me like the angle of the hips a little bit better. Her leg is very much foreshortened here, so it doesn't really work with any of the templates that Mike Matesi uses. So I usually just draw like a spiral, thinking about where her hips are going across, and then following the energy of the top of her leg there. Into the knee, and then the energy here is in the front of the leg. The foot gets folded into this leg. I didn't really draw this leg in. It's also very foreshortened. So after I have the torso and the legs, I move up to the arms. So her shoulder is dropped here, thinking of like sort of where that shoulder ball is, the ball socket. And then the energy in the arms almost always flows down the back of the arm. I'm trying to think of like this arm coming forward a little bit. Get to the floor, basically in line, at an angle. Right there. The other shoulder is like tucked behind, and then her head. So from the collarbone notch here, where your sternocleidomastoid meets, shoots up to the ear, and then she's looking at us. So I put usually a triangle from the eyes to the nose, because that gives you this plane right here, and then the brow ridge comes up above it. So there's the brow ridge. This is the plane where the eyes boop boop connect to the bottom of the nose. And I'm not too worried about any of the structural facial anatomy while I'm doing a gesture drawing, but I do like to get that triangle in, because that's sort of what gives me all of the information I need. And wow, talking while gesture drawing, not a good combination. Like, that's so bad. Okay. Let's try another one.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah, so I can't talk and gesture draw at the same time, I think is what it boils down to, because this one's better. Um, yeah, yeah, talking at the same time just killed it.
Anything.
Another thing I'm trying to think of and probably failing miserably at is shape design while I'm gesture drawing. So, like, this guy is very much square and angular, but it still has sort of a C shape to the torso. So, I'm trying my best. To honor that, or that's not the right word exactly. Hockey arms. Ooh, coffee. This is interesting. So, let's take it down.
Tell me what these are. These are the things that are vegetables that have the little circles in them. I really want them.
You want green beans? They're called green beans.
Do they have the circles in them? I want them.
You're thinking of
Like
you're
the
thinking of something else,
the
sweetheart.
green things that have the circles in them.
Yeah, you're thinking of
No, not the green thing.
soybeans.
What I want. Yeah, look at it. They don't have the same. Just the big shoots.
Salted edamame. Yeah.
This fridge is actually pretty empty.
Yeah, we just cleaned out the fridge, so it is a little empty. It has healthy food in it. And that makes the little one happy. You want a cucumber? Go ask mommy. Just leave the fridge wide open. Thanks. Bird.
Didn't care.
Oh,
She said she didn't care.
I'm glad she doesn't care.
Yeah. And these are. Oh. But what can I touch them with?
Baby, I'll get it for you after I'm done with my stream, okay?
Imagine I just ate the whole thing. Did I just eat it?
Yeah, so the
God, it's gonna be
The lesson that I have picked up is that time gesture drawing is more detrimental than helpful for me personally. I do well with like this idea of a searching line.
Well, can I first say? For money.
Alongside some attempt at shape design. So searching line, shape design, and
Because she gets hurt.
force drawing.
I spend my money on her, and then I pretty much hit both. So I try
I'm trying to cut it just with fork. Oh my God, yeah.
I was
Can I just eat the full thing?
No, you can't just eat. It's not even lunchtime, and my kids are acting like they're starving to death.
Making sauce. Can you give me?
Did you say you're making popcorn? God.
what's wrong with them making pop?
And it's really relieving for me to try something and have it feel natural. And it helps me get the pencil moving anyway.
This is sweet.
And it looks messy, but here's the beauty of what, sweetheart? Okay, I told you to wait until I'm done, and I will get you some cucumbers, okay? So the beauty of digital art is lightly erase. What?
Popcorn's okay.
Yeah, you didn't let it pop long enough. You've ruined that bag. Throw it in the trash. What? Yeah, probably. Throw it in the trash. If you guys would wait, like I've asked you to wait, you wouldn't be wasting food. Oh, Lord. Lord. Alright, I'm gonna hop off here because my kids are being very incredibly impatient. I'm gonna be right back. Be right back. Alrighty, I am cutting this one short. Sorry, guys. Next week the kids will be back in school, so that's awesome. And yeah, I'll be doing live streams every Tuesday. Thanks for tuning in. Well, almost every Tuesday, unless something major happens and I can't do a live stream. Like last week with the dog going to the vet, that sucked. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make this very consistent part of my schedule and stuff and things. And yeah, until next time, keep drawing, painting, writing, singing, dancing, doing all the creative shit that machines can't do. Take it easy, and I will talk at you later.